So we're actually going to discuss this whole Travis Hunter situation. Originally, I was like, we're going to talk about the couple. We'll get to that because this is bothering me a little bit, y'all. So it's time to talk about it. So Travis Hunter's fiance, Leanna, released an 8-minute video on TikTok addressing all the issues people have said about her. She addressed her saying that Travis Hunter originally wasn't her type. And she said that when Travis originally DM'd her, he had a girlfriend, so she ignored him until he was single because she's not a homewrecker, and why would her type be that? She also said that she's never had a physical type, goes on and lists the types of people that she's been with: a white cowboy, soccer player, SoundCloud rapper, all those things. Then in a separate video, Travis basically stuck up for his fiance and basically said she's been crying herself to sleep and drinking a lot and basically like, y'all don't know them, chill out, all that. So from what you've heard and what you've seen, Mase, gonna ask you first, how do you feel about all of this discussion around basically their relationship?
When I look at this situation, I want to be sensitive to it because I know this is his wife. Anybody got a wife, they're gonna care about it. But when it comes to the things that she's saying, if I take myself out of it and just talk about what it is that I'm seeing, is one of those cases where you don't understand the moment you're in. That's just the best way to explain it. When she talks about the type of people she dated, okay, that's cool. The SoundCloud rapper, I'm for that as a fellow MC. Then she talks about the different things about how she wasn't dealing with him because he was dating other people. I'm for that, definitely, being consistent in that. But then you turn around and date him after you say that he's a known cheater. If he's known to you as a cheater, when you meet him, he's trying to cheat. So even if you date him later, you were dating someone who was a cheater. I'm just saying this from a woman's point of view. From a guy's, we get it. Pause. But when you talk about the things that goes along with her, the real issue is that when you're dealing with Travis, you got to understand that he's the prize in the situation. And that's what everybody is really coming down on her about. She's not seeing him as a prize. She's seeing him as just a regular nigga. And the best way to lose a king is to try to treat a king like a regular nigga. Like, it would be like a woman, my wife, trying to treat me like a regular nigga. I'm not a regular nigga. I don't make regular money. I don't do regular things. Ain't nothing about me regular. Nothing is regular about any person that lives on that level. And you take the last interview, or not even an interview, the last time he's doing a photo shoot, he wins the Heisman. She's sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? What else are you going to do? Hit cartwheels? Yes, this is going to be your life. People are going to be focusing on him. And it can't look like he got to always defer to you and turn everything and make it about you so you could feel comfortable, because that means the moment is too big for you. And that's what I would say. So I would definitely, even though I'm giving some strong information here, you guys definitely should look into counseling. Definitely look into that very fast, because that's going to help you guys stay together if staying together is really what you guys want, because there's some things that you need that he's not going to be able to give you, just because of the caliber of person he is. And I know that was a long take, but that's what I wanted to share.
I got two things to say, and then I'll let Stat go. Steph Curry's wife had a moment like this when she was at the red table. Like, I feel that he's just all about, everybody's like all about him and this, that, and the third, and nobody's paying me no mind. This when Jada had everybody while I was bugging the fuck out. And that shit went away quick. It lasted about a week. Because she understood, like, I don't know what Steph said, I don't know what happened, but she calmed down a week. Take a look into whatever happened with that. That's one thing. And then the last thing I'll say is this, because I don't really have much to say about it. Because I have no delayed sensitivity. So I just won't say too much about it. The one thing that I will say is that sponsors and teams are going to look at this. It's not draft yet. You just signed with Adidas. I think she's in the commercial, if I'm not mistaken. She's in the new Adidas commercial. So shit go left. She said, I've been there from the beginning. So I would just take into heed, and I'm not saying she's going left, but I'm just saying take into heed. You're not drafted yet. You have millions of people that want to do sponsorship, and you may be scaring some of them away with some of the things that you have on your personal life. Keep your personal, and then business. And when you want to exploit your personal, at least go get your $300-400 million and then get into this. You got a lot of money out of you, young man. And I would definitely take heed to the sponsorship dollars that's in front of you, and also not making NFL teams scared that this situation will cause a headache. Because, look, you've been with her 5 years, and you've been busting ass every year. You just won the Heisman. That was playing 140 snaps a game. So obviously, this isn't anything new. It's just your celebrity's growing, and maybe she's not used to it. So that's all I say. Just think about your money for both of y'all. If that's who you're going to be with in the future, this is going to affect your bottom line moving forward.
Yeah, I actually agree 100% with everything that you guys both said. I actually hate this entire situation because it didn't need to get to this point if people just kept things private. And I know it's a situation where it's like, of course, her feelings are valid and his feelings are valid as well. He cares about his fiance, so he's going to stick up for her. But in certain situations, especially when you know who you're dealing with, or maybe she didn't know who she was dealing with and not expecting him to get to this point or this level, as a woman, especially when your man is at a certain level, you got to be selfless. You know, you're going to have to handle those situations elsewhere because, again, this is a topic that we're discussing. And of course, we're going to discuss it because he is a celebrity. This is part of the news. People are going to talk about it, whether you want them to talk about it or not. You have to learn that you don't have to address everything, and not everything's going to be about you. Like, I tell my friends this all the time. They're like, oh, if I want to date like a rapper, an athlete, like, girl, it's not going to be about you. That's just the truth. And you have to understand that. And that's okay. Now, if you're not okay with that, that's a discussion that needs to be had in private so you figure out your next steps and can move forward. Because this lifestyle is not for everybody. Yeah. Learning that more and more every day is not for everybody. There's a lot of things that are going to be out there that you don't necessarily want out there, and you can't control that. So if you want to jump ship, and I'm not saying do that, you know, if you guys can work it out, do that because that'd be great. But this is only the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get very more difficult from here. He's going to be around a lot of women. He's going to make a lot of money. He's going to see a lot of people every day. He's going to have access to things that normal people don't. You ain't with it. Now would be the time to get out.
When you're a public figure, you can't escape being publicly responsible. And that's what is going to be a rude of awakening for her. And one of the things you don't want to do is run to the internet. You know, when people know they bother you, they're going to bother you more. And I say this in your defense and to protect yourself and to protect your mental space. Don't feel like you have to go to the internet and answer every question, because if you start it like this, then they're gonna troll you even more to make sure they constantly are talking to you. And that's the first thing I had to learn with the internet, being a person that really wasn't on the internet. Like, man, all these people be talking, like, who is this nigga to be saying this? And you gotta recognize these are just people. They have a keyboard. They have an opinion.
And they're trolls, and half the time they don't even got a real profile picture. I had to learn that because people be making me mad. And I'm like, Treasure, you can't get mad. Just go. So, yeah. Hope you take our advice. Wish y'all both the best of luck. And before we close, just got to get you guys' prediction on this NBA Cup Finals. OKC versus the Bucks. Mase, who do you think wins?
I want to say Milwaukee because I got a lot of people there, but OKC. I'm going OKC.
This is actually a really good game.
Is Chet playing?
He's out.
He hurt.
Oh.
They're playing good without Chet, though. They still in first place.
Then the Bucks.
Damn, that's a good one. Go with the Bucks.
Okay, we will know the decision later to see if you guys were correct. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.